Good evening, everyone. My name is Ali, and I'm the creator of the website you guys are currently on. I will be going through the evidence taken from the movie Blindside, which further proves that there is surely Marxism involved. If you guys have gotten this far, you have seen the evidence that is provided on the website, though I will try my best to explain the already present evidence and bring in some more screenshots taken to further prove the argument. So then, let's get started. Firstly, as mentioned, I would like to go through the evidence on the website, which I took to prove the apparent class differences present in the movie. In these screenshots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can see the Michael lives in a very shallow or a very low class area with rundown houses, broken cars, damaged area, and etc. While Leanne, she lives in a very upper class area with beautiful homes and very nice car. Suppose we look at it from a Marxist theory. In that case, you can argue that proletariat or the working class are exceptionally marginalized as they are stripped of everything. You could also say that they don't have anything, which lessens their chances of getting out of poverty as they don't have any money for the opportunities. This is seen in the movie when Michael needs tuition and Leanne pays for it. It makes him better at school, which would not be possible without money. Moving on to the next sets of screenshots, which you can see over here, the food one, Michael's mother, and Michael washing his clothes in the sink. You can see that Leanne's family's dominance and the privilege they enjoy. Suppose you examine it from the Marxists and you examine the amount of food that it is on their table, and the number of people that are going to eat is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that case, you can conclude that they will surely not finish the food and it will all go to waste, which shows the upper class don't care as much and some are unaware of their dominance over others. Similarly, on the left side, Michael's mother, which you can see over here, who is struggling and is barely making ends meet with no food, shows the difference and the marginalization. Also looking at Michael over here washing his clothes in the sink, as he cannot afford to wash it in the washing machine, proves that the class struggle between socioeconomic level is very much present, and it will continue to be if we do not get rid of the class system which Karl Marx originally wanted. Now that you guys have seen my website and we have gone through the evidence together, I would like to show some other screenshots that I took while watching the movie, which talk about the marginalization of poor people. So if you look at the screenshots over here, we've already been through this one. We've been through this one. Okay, so if you look at the screenshots, we can see the marginalization of poor people, especially those living in shelters, as they cannot go anywhere. As we see, Michael is stuck over here. He cannot go anywhere and he doesn't know where to go when eventually Leanne picks him up off the streets and helps him out. In this screenshot, we can see that Michael is getting tuition to increase his marks. Once again, you can look at it from a Marxist perspective as no money equals no education. If Michael did not get this tuition, and if Leanne did not pay for the tuition, he wouldn't have had good education to begin with, or he wouldn't have gotten the scholarships that he needed to play football or to go pro. You can also see earlier in the movie, the principal of the rich school, he says that Michael has not had good education. My question is, how would he? He was so marginalized that he had no time or money to get the good education he needed. Continuing, we've already examined this one. Okay, so now if you look at this one, in this scene, we see Leanne and her rich friends eating a $120 salad, which is honestly absurd, as this money could indeed be used towards helping a lower class individual, such as Michael, his mother, his brother, and other people in the streets of her town, as they call it. We've already examined this one. We've examined this one. We have examined this one. We have examined this one. Moving forward. Okay, so now I'd like to come to this one. So in this scene, we see Jay talking about the number of restaurants owned by his father. And one can tell that they are capitalist class or wealthy as they hold a lot. This shows their wealth and that they will keep getting more richer and prosperous because the amount of restaurants they own. For example, Jay, when he grows up, he will continue to handle the restaurants his father owned. And this wealth can go through generations as they are already so rich, which proves the saying that rich get richer and poor get poorer. We have examined this one. We have examined this one. We have already examined this one. Okay, so I would like to talk about this one. This picture shows the difference between the wealthy and the proletariat class, as we can see the difference in their clothing. We can see that the rich people or Lian's family is clearly wearing good clothes. They're wearing suits, they're wearing dresses, and then we see Michael, who's wearing a shirt, a cheap shirt, and not dressed properly or not dressed to their standards. So we can apply the Marxist theory over here as well. We have examined this one. Examine this one. You have to examine all these pictures. And lastly, this is the last picture that I will be examining. In the subtitles, if you can read, it says that you have practically ruined a $10,000 couch. Lastly, I would like to say if one can afford a $10,000 couch, it shows that their class structure and how rich people merely waste their money easily as they don't have any value of it. Obviously the $10,000 couch, they didn't need it. They could have bought a cheaper couch and they could have donated the money to someone like Michael who actually needed it. And that's pretty much it. I would go to back to my website. And this is it. Thank you so much for listening to me and going through my website. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed both my video and the website. And until next time, peace.